The no AC in the dorms in the summer.
Heard about that.
Probably my least favorite.
That's pretty bad.
Some people are really chill, and then there are obviously like the rich people group at Harvard.
Everyone around me is kind of insane, and I'm just kind of chilling in my room, like trying to keep up with school.
What's up guys? Today we're here in Boston, as you probably saw from the intro. I've actually been in the US for about a week now, but I was in New York City and decided not to film while I was there since I was pretty busy. If you're new to the channel, my name is Aaron and I make student-related videos about technology, college life, productivity, and basically anything that's related to students. Today we're going to Harvard University to see if we can find some students to interview and get their advice on applying to colleges and just school and life in general. So stick around if you're interested in seeing more of that.
Do just what you want. Let's go. You're the one I trust.
All right, what is your name, your year of study, and your major?
Hi, I'm Eliana. I'm a rising sophomore, so class is 2024, and I'm undeclared, but I'm thinking history and literature or sociology. I'm Angela, also class of 24, so rising sophomore, and probably studying computer science and statistics.
I'm Garrison Manor, rising junior and pre-med stem cell bio.
And I'm Alex Washington. I'm a rising junior as well, and I'm sociology with a minor in art.
I'm Tyler. I am class of 24, so rising sophomore, and my major is molecular biology.
And then I'm Jordan. I'm also class of 24, and my concentration is neuroscience.
I'm Bersabe, and I'm a junior at Harvard, and I'm studying biomedical engineering.
I'm Gittist. I am a junior, and I'm studying computer science.
So first question is, what is your favorite and least favorite thing about Harvard?
For me, my favorite thing definitely had to be the location. Really close to a bunch of other schools, Boston College, Boston Tufts. Social scene's cool, the kids here are cool, so that's definitely my favorite thing.
My favorite thing would probably be the people.
Yeah.
It's just like Harvard, it's a unique place, a lot of unique people, a lot of crazy, smart people, so definitely gotta say the people for sure.
I'd say my favorite thing would be just like the amount of resources that are available to me, and it just goes beyond like the textbook, and I can actually practice what I'm learning in labs or with professors and stuff. Also, the community of the teaching staff has been great so far, and they're super supportive.
My favorite thing about Harvard, I'm pretty sure you've heard this before, it's the people.
Yeah.
You're introduced to a diverse class. I'm international, I'm from Ethiopia, and I get to meet people from all over the world, interested in different things. And also, like Bersa said, one of my favorite things about Harvard is how supportive the teaching staff is.
I think it's like a very common answer, but the community and the people here, I think they really make and shape a lot of your experiences in college. We haven't really experienced the real like Harvard experience yet because like things were virtual. I think the biggest thing was like community for me, like the people I've met, just even in the dorms, like in my entryway. I think that was like the most memorable and the best part so far.
My favorite thing was just like meeting new people. Like everyone here is so different, but like they're all like passionate about their own thing, and so like it's really interesting to get to talk to them.
Probably like the architecture of Harvard, like it's just really cool, like walking in and seeing everything. Like, I don't know, you just see it online, and then you get to like come and experience it.
And least favorite, or?
Least favorite, I know I just talked about the location, but the cold, the weather in the winter gets pretty bad. That's probably my least favorite thing.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm gonna say something close to weather too. The no AC in the dorms in the summer.
Heard about that.
Probably my least favorite.
That's pretty bad.
Least favorite. That's tough.
Yeah.
I think I have one. I don't think it's particular to Harvard, but maybe like hyper productivity and just like I don't know, as a student you kind of feel the need to be doing something at all times, even when you want to take a break and stuff.
I'll just second that.
Okay.
Least favorite thing is probably feeling like you don't have the capacity to do as much as you want, and always feeling like you don't have enough time to spend with the people you love or to like pursue other things. So just like always feeling like not enough time. I think that's definitely the worst part.
It's like not having the time, but also like feeling like I should be doing more because everyone around me is kind of insane and I'm just kind of chilling in my room, like trying to keep up at school. So I think that's a little overwhelming sometimes, but like that definitely settled in as time went on.
My least favorite thing is that none of the dorms really have air conditioning and it's the summertime.
Actually, yeah, I second that.
Okay. So next question is, what is something you wish you knew before coming to Harvard?
You go first.
Probably just like how the culture is. Like there's a lot of perceptions and stuff about Harvard, like stereotypes, but the culture here is like pretty cool. So I would say, yeah.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I thought that people would be like all like snobby and things like that, but like Alex said, you know, people here are pretty cool.
Probably that life moves a lot faster than you expect, especially once you come to college. Like when you're in high school, life is a lot more like slow paced than you realize, and you get like you take a lot of things for granted, including like time with family, time with people at home. So I think just like really savoring every moment you have, and then coming into college with that mindset, especially because at college, like you only have 4 years. It's a very unique like stage of life.
Coming into Harvard, I was kind of worried that the people around me would be a little, you know, competitive, kind of snaky, you know. But it's really not like that. I'm not just saying, it's actually really not like that, I think. Or maybe I just got lucky with like the circle I'm in, but everyone's really supportive. Like everyone works together, like they try to help you. Everyone wants to do well together. It's just a really supportive, warm community.
I wish I would have known like how important it is to find something that you're really, really passionate about. I didn't really like start getting interested in, mainly I got like interested in languages and stuff my senior year and junior year. And so I found like a lot of opportunities once I like dialed in on that concept.
Yeah, it's much easier to stand out when you really have like something you're like really all in on, like you're really passionate about it. And sometimes you don't know what that is in high school yet, but it's really good to have like one or two things that really like motivates you.
Don't be scared to talk to people. That would be the biggest thing, like whether professors, TAs, or just other students, just to reach out. People are just super supportive here, and that would probably be my number one advice.
My advice would be that it's okay to be uncomfortable. You find growth and at times where you're not the most comfortable. And yeah, I wish I knew that coming in as a freshman.
Yeah, okay. What is one piece of advice that you would give to students who are looking to apply to Harvard?
Okay, I will go first this time. So when I was in high school applying to Harvard, I remember I was really stressed because I had no idea like what I was supposed to do, like what Harvard was looking for. And I think I was trying to like strive to find this formula for like extracurriculars I need to do, like test scores and all that stuff, and I would like stress myself out. But I realized like after coming here, like everybody is so different. Like I have not met like two people who are like similar. Everyone has their own story, and I think just like highlighting that in your application, bringing that out, like showing the admissions officers who you are, like why you stand out, why you're different. It doesn't have to be like I'm smarter than everybody else or I'm good at this one thing. It's just, even if it's just like your personal, like what makes you stand out. I think just focusing on that and just being really honest in your application, not trying to fake it or like shape it in any like artificial way.
Just take your time with it, like start early and take a long time to really reflect on like your life so far, and who you are as a person, and your experiences, and yeah, just stay true to yourself.
I would say that don't try to go too far. They are very diverse in the application process and their acceptances. So somebody could be in all these clubs and have the GPA, ACT, and it's not really going to matter. So try to, you know, just be yourself. Don't reach too far, but also, you know, try to have like a very broad range of, you know, characteristics that apply to you.
Yeah, I would say probably be unique. You know, it's a lot of kids that are smart, a lot of kids that get good grades on the ACT, whatever, but like have something like, you know, special to you that makes you different and makes you stand out from like other applicants.
To start early, I started late and it was quite stressful, but start early with your applications. Try to support your friends as well who are also applying. Don't be too competitive at the end of the day. The whole application process is not really in your hands. There's some element of luck in it, so don't be too stressful. Support each other. That's it.
Make sure you have your priorities in order. Just because someone thinks that Harvard is the best school for like them doesn't necessarily mean it's the best school for you. Even though that's like easier like to say because it's like, you know, it's a pretty prestigious university, but just making sure that what you have everything you want in a college program before you apply would probably be my number one thing.
You gotta love to learn, I guess. I mean, I feel like that's the only way that you're gonna succeed like past high school and like actually enjoy your college experience. And I feel like I said, like a way to do that is find something you're actually passionate about, but like you gotta love learning.
Okay, so last question is, what is a common stereotype about Harvard that you found to be true or false since you've come here?
I think for me, it's the thing she already mentioned, a little bit about like the competitiveness. I think that was like one of the reasons why I was hesitant about committing, was just worrying that like my personality is like being on the introverted side wouldn't fit in with like everyone who's like extroverted and really outgoing. But I think that's the biggest misconception that I've encountered so far. Have found a very like loving group of friends who like I now call my family. So yeah, that's been very something I'm very grateful for.
Yeah, same thing. It's just Harvard is not as scary and mean and intimidating as people think.
Yeah, like we seriously are just all like
really,
regular people.
Yeah, and regular professors, regular teachers.
So we're athletes. Like the stereotype about the athletes is that we're all dumb. Like, you know, we just got in because of sports. So I definitely say that's a stereotype because all of us, you know, have to take the same classes, do all the same work. So I feel like that's a bad stereotype, you know, for the athletes up here.
Yeah. And I don't know, like this rumor was like spread around in my high school in Bama, but like people were saying you had to wear suits every day to class. That's definitely like not true.
Okay.
So yeah.
I thought everyone was geeky, like before coming in, but that was not true. Not everyone is that geeky, even though we can geek out on certain stuff, certain times. There's a lot of fun. Not as much as other colleges, I'd admit, but it's still fun.
Coming in, I would think people would be like really cutthroat and competitive, but that's really not the case when you come here. Everyone's doing their own thing, and like sometimes it's sort of aspirational as well because you see people like doing cool stuff and you're like, oh my gosh, I actually want to try that too. And it's kind of like that culture versus like, okay, I'm going to take that one spot that's left in this team of researchers, whatever, you know. I think that's probably something that was pleasantly surprising.
I'm going to start with the false one just because that's easier. I think people think that it's really cutthroat here, but like it just kind of depends on what group you get in with. Like some people are really chill, and then there are obviously like groups of students that are like way more focused on grades and like being like the top of the class.
An obvious true one is there are insanely smart people that attend this school, and like you'll just be at lunch and then they'll be talking about how they're like solving some like world crisis and you'll be like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, that's definitely a true one.
There definitely is like a preppy or like kind of like, you know, like the rich people group at Harvard. Like that like image that everyone here is super entitled and privileged. So like there's like a bunch of first gen people and like it's somewhat meritocratic, but there is also that group of people that like got here through money and privilege, and sometimes you don't want to really like interact with those kind of people.
Do just what you want. Let's go. You're the one I trust, and I always be around when I need some.
Okay. Shoot, I forgot my question. Okay.